Hey everybody, how's it? My name is Jeeves, I'm an old composer here, and this is my world music reaction and review channel. And I am doing a song from somebody who has been a long-time subscriber, supporter, and she lives around the corner. So what can I say? Every now and then you gotta do that for your friend, right? This is a re-return to an artist named Hua Chenyu. If I said that wrong, I'm not Chinese. But this apparently is a live performance from New Year's Eve of 2020, of a couple of years ago. But she says I must listen to this, it's absolutely wonderful. And the name of the track, I believe, is 7 Personalities. So I look forward to this. Thank you so much, everybody, for your support. For those of you who come by, leaving the comments, you like the video, you know, all the fun stuff that comes out of doing a channel like this, where I get to engage with people and learn about new artists or performances, and then you, the fan, give me some inside sliders on the how, if, whys, and stuff like that. So thank you so much. Let's do this. Excuse me. The older I get, the better I was. You know, old guy having to go. All right, guys, let's do this. This is Hua Chenyu, and the name of the track, I believe, is 7 Personalities. All right.
Hello， 大家新年快乐！接下来这首歌是我写的一首新歌，也是我第一次在电视上首秀，希望大家喜欢。7重人格。夜幕低垂，虫鸣叫。 看天空飞过知更鸟，窗边的麻雀为谁在哀悼？下药！若光。 记载不留痕迹，若点击灯变空白，如何描摹过去？ 麻木都被揭开，鲜血淋漓。若人能够篡改天生沉沦在人命运。 黑白，在浩渺天地间萌生真爱，欣喜、愤怒、欢乐、悲哀，更迭兴衰，是非成败，在万年轮回着浮生百态，永恒的、消逝的、存在的、未知的，亘古未来，繁华不再，万物皆指引我一念花开，洪荒宇宙，千变万化，不外如是。 不外如是，有我主宰，任我主宰，让一切都隐去，只剩两个不具体。All right, before we get too far away, first I got to apologize for the sound of the air conditioning behind me. I forgot to turn it off before I started the video, so sorry. This is really super cool. I didn't know what to expect at first because I'm watching the intro as he was talking about, you know, this is a, I didn't quite, you know what, I got to turn this thing off. Stand by, edit. Much better. I was getting distracted.
let me start from the very beginning of this. So like I was saying, I didn't quite get what was going on, and then I realized he was doing a performance, kind of a reenactment of characters from a TV show. Okay, so that being said, when that first voice came out of him is when I kind of all sewed it together. I was like, oh, okay, I see what he's doing. This is great. So he's having a good time. He's getting through this. And as I'm listening, there was a little bit of a metal kind of vibe that kicked in there nice and early. You know, so of course, you know, my other channel, almost 250,000 subscribers, is a heavy metal channel. I'm like, all right, I got this. I know how this is going to work. And then it fades out, and then he gets into his performance and stuff. But then what happens is there's a unique time in the arrangement where we have actually 3 different string instrument arrangements going on. One is an acoustic guitar. One sounds like a traditional stringed guitar string type instrument from Asia, but I'm not that good of in the ear to pin which one it is. And then there was another guitar chord pattern that was going on. So there's 3 guitars going on, which is really cool. The melody was kind of playing around until this last minute, where what has been repeating, da 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 da, that note at the end of the phrase that kind of lifts you into a position of hope. So, you know, there's like light at the end of the tunnel, because the chord changes and how he's singing his melody, even the background vocals that are coming up, are setting the tone for kind of a dark, heavy, unknowing, and then the choice of notes in the last chord that's being played, where he goes with his melody, gives you that moment of like, you know, and he repeats that a few times as the arrangements start to build. And I really super dig this. Not expecting, you know, anything like this. And what I love about this is that, you know, obviously he is doing this live vocally. I don't see musicians back there, but that's okay. If he's doing it to a TV track, I don't care. It's about him and his vocal performance. But I'm also hearing some really super clean bass work in this. If you listen again as we go forward, or when you go back and listen again, listen to how the bass does a couple of unique, really super cool turnaround at the end of phrases. You have to kind of listen for it, you know. It's the unfortunate thing about being a composer, though, is to listen to a song and breaking it down automatically instead of just enjoying it for what it is. But if you decide to go back and listen to it, you'll listen for it, you'll hear it.
在漫天狂风暴雨之中不闪躲，我带着还未尖叫的伤口，在时空边缘冲杀尾随手写所谓的夺回失落的伤口，这甘愿化身成为野兽。接受注定沉沦那些 feel me。 我 知道你是自己。
Jeez. Oh my God, that was crazy. And I loved every bit of it. First, I got to say, now that I've watched the whole video, his performance was spot on, was really super cool. He was really in the moment, taken in. Even the tormenting at the very end, you know, of him on stage and the whole thing, he became the performance became him. So it was an all-in-one journey there. So blown away about his vocal performance on this. You know, he took us through all kinds of textures in his voice. Now, I'm not a vocal coach, reactor reviewer, but I know enough to be slightly dangerous. That he took us through these different textures in his voice at the very beginning, that kind of poem kid voices, whatever he was kind of melodically saying, into the melody he was holding, which was just a ooh, or whatever that melody was. And then getting in, you know, as the music got more powerful, he got more powerful, and he was able to flex and kick in different vibes, if you would, energy into his voice to get it to do very unique things. Now, obviously, once he hits some of these super high notes, that in of itself is really super powerful. But one of the things that I just was super blown away, excuse me, is that as he grew with the power of the song, and let's say he was doing one of these 2-octave blowouts, you know, kind of a thing, that when he got to the top, not only did he hit that pitch perfect, but then he just turned on the overdrive sizzle on his voice, and it sounded as authentic as it could get for a rock kind of visceral blowout, you know, of a note there. And then, of course, you saw when more of the metal stuff came in, I was like, all right, check this out. Very metally, nice little riffy and chuggy stuff going on and stuff. Now, obviously, the mix in the headset versus also from the video and all that, you know, it doesn't sound as crisp and clear and clean, but I can imagine that track, if you were sitting in front of the track in its raw file form, probably sounded ginormous and huge. So this really took me off guard, because a lot of the experiences that I've had with a lot of incredible singers from around the world in different continents, etc., usually embody a lot of the culture aspect of it. But you know, I'm noticing as I'm getting more and more suggestions that there are songs from artists like this that have just as deep, if you would, what do you call it, library of more pop culture, contemporary sounding music, as well as their, you know, cultural music, and then of course the fusion, you know, taking some of the cultural music or instruments or both and fusing it with, you know, current contemporary pop, rock, metal writing and stuff. So anyhow, this was great. I really super dug it. I really did. So if you're still here, like I say on all my videos, just type in "I'm still here." I'd like to know what you guys think. Leave a comment, like the video. You want to support the channel, because if you see advertisements, not for me, you want to buy me a cup of coffee, the links will be down below. You guys take care. Have a wonderful day. I got a lot more great anime and video game OST coming up as well in the near future. All right, guys, take care. See ya.